Yeah, we are live. Turn on. There we go. Sorry about that. Howdy. Was that howdy, neighbor? So what is going on tonight? Can y'all hear me okay? I turned the game down last weekend or last week, but I was on Steve's live and because I was told it was too loud. How you doing, Wendy? Ray, Pork Chop, how are y'all? Ray's drip, but he says, howdy, howdy. So, what's happening in y'all's little world? I had some, I had some more tragedy. Well, not as bad as getting the wallet stolen, but when I edit videos, I keep looking up at the mic. When I edit videos, the my computer like freezes up, and you can't move the mouse. It freezes, and you be slamming the mouse down on the desk and throwing a little temper tantrum. And not that I would do like that. But anyway, so I thought I'm going to try to reformat the computer. So I took all of my review videos. I had a bunch of family pictures, like from Easter and Christmas and stuff, on my hard drive. I moved it over to my external hard drive because I thought I don't want to overwrite it on, forget about it on my C drive, my regular hard drive. And anyway, this computer didn't have a lot of computers will have a partition for a recovery partition where you can reinstall the computer and set it back to factory settings. This one didn't have one, so I had to create one. Well, I thought, okay, there's plenty of room on that external hard drive. It's a terabyte, so which is a huge file or a huge size. So I'm just clicking through it, and I said, okay, do it. It took all day to move the files over. Okay. Then I had to create that recovery partition. It erased that entire hard drive and made 1 terabyte like 50 gigs or something, enough for the recovery disk. I lost everything. That's if y'all, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but there's a different thumbnail for the live because that thumbnail's gone bye-bye. So it's all my review videos, all my past Dash and Grandpa videos, my past Grandpa Random Review videos, not to mention all the little images and family pictures. And some of those pictures I really hated to lose, but there's nothing I can do. It's gone. They're gone. So anyway, I'm gonna brighten that up a little bit. I don't know how that is. Anyway, that's how this month has not been. Let's see, this is the 20th. Yeah, this month has not been a good month for old Grandpa here. Gets the wallet stolen, gets the flashlight stolen, gets the knife stolen. I think that's all they got out of the car. And now lost all my files. It was my fault. I mean, it wasn't the computer's fault. Sad thing is, the computer is not running much better than what it was before. I'm going to have to write down what video card I have and the exact CPU I have, and I got a computer. They got a computer store here, and when I was getting my laptop worked on, I took my laptop there, and they got it going for me. So I'm going to get this written down and take what I have written down up there and just ask them their advice. I can't do much because I'm still paying on this computer to Best Buy. And if you're just watching YouTube and checking email, surfing the net, things like that, this computer's fine. But I guess I would be more like a power user. And the kid at Best Buy, oh yeah, it's a gaming machine. It'll handle all them games. apparently games do not use as much resources as video editing, because there's no way this computer would edit a 4K video. It barely can do a 1080, which you really don't need to do 4K because very few people have 4K monitors, and it's overkill. Plus, YouTube and Amazon and everybody else compresses those videos. So you may upload a 4K video, but by the time they compress it, it's going to be a lot smaller than that. You're not going to get true 4K. Off of a website, yes, maybe you could, because their servers may not compress the videos, but YouTube compresses them. Anyhow, hope y'all have a good week or are having a good week. I didn't really have a whole lot to talk about, but I did a review on an inverter, okay, and now they're sending me the battery. But the guy I've been dealing with is really nice, and he's talking about wanting to make me a brand ambassador. I don't know what that's going to come about or what it entails. I don't know. But anyway, he sent me an email. They have, and this is just in case any of y'all have this, or not have this, but any of y'all need this. Can I paste a link on here? I think I can on StreamYard. I know I can on YouTube, but he sent me a link in case anybody needs a little air compressor. Watch my reviews. I've done reviews on them, not this particular one, but the link he sent automatically applies a 40% discount. And then Amazon itself has the 30%, if you look there, it'll have a 30% coupon. It comes out to be $16.23. That's a really good buy if you're needing to buy one. And I highly recommend everybody have one of these in their car, just like a jump starter, which you're supposed to be getting a jump starter. So maybe I'll get to review that. I've got one, but you can always use another one. Let me just get, because I added it to my cart to see what it would look like, or what the bottom line was. $16.23. This is through Amazon if you've got Prime. Because shipping is $0, the coupon savings $15, and the code that when you click on the link, it automatically puts the add gift card or promotion code or voucher. It automatically puts it in there, and that comes out to $20. So you're getting $35 off of a $49.99 product. So it comes out $16.23 because taxes are $1.24. Anyway, if anybody is interested, let me copy this link because that really is a good buy. Where's StreamYard? There's StreamYard. There we go. Is that clickable? It should be. Let's place your order now. I need to remove this from my cart because that card that's trying to charge it to has nothing on it because I moved everything off of that account because of the last situation. So let's quantity delete. Okay, now let's go to, where am I? I may not even be logged into. Yeah, I'm not even logged into Grandpa's Random Reviews. I don't guess I have to be logged in. I can just go Random Reviews. I'm not logged in as Dash Grandpa. Yeah, I was just wanting to make sure you could click on that link. But yeah, that's a really good charger, or a really good price on that air compressor. If it's worth it. I haven't tested it out, so I could not tell you. I do not know. Hey, y'all want to, let's see what these look like. Don't you? How would I look wearing that? Wait. where's StreamYard at? Because YouTube has a delay. You know, wouldn't I look cute and sexy wearing those? They might be comfortable wearing them around the house. You're not going to catch me out the way people in pajamas to the different to Walmart and stuff now. I don't know. Am I here? You know, and nobody can get a word on that wise. But anyway, I don't you wouldn't catch me wearing these up. Man, they're short. I get man, kind of looks like a men's capri. It's as short as those are. That's gonna be a hard no, thank you. Pork chop knows what I'm talking about. I want y'all to look at what okay. That was TikTok. Was that it? No. Oh yeah, it was TikTok style. I hate doing stuff with TikTok because they don't want you to put those products on TikTok. They want the commissions. You don't get nothing for it. I ain't doing that. I use a bicycle pump to air it up. Ooh, but I have to do it in the driveway. Were those pants pink? Perfect. They might come in pink. I don't know. It looks like a. Let's see. Oh, wait. That's beige. No, they don't come in pink, but there's some light. Oh man, those tell me those aren't sexy, y'all. Look at those. Wait, you can't see it good. Let it get focused. There we go. Now you can kind of see it. Got the pin striping on them. Looks like the little genie needs to be wearing these. This is definitely a no. Come home with an army shirt. Oh, that guy's funny. He's a little risque. Where'd he go? Oh, where'd he go, man? I sit there and said that, and now I can't even. Oh. Military? Matt Rife. Nice. Matt Rife. Oh. Somebody wants a military. He gets a little vulgar sometimes, but he's funny. So, just a kid. I say he's a kid. He's probably in his 30s. Nah, I'm not gonna. I ain't doing those pants. They can wear them pants themselves. I don't really like doing the TikTok. Yeah, he is funny. I'd like to go sing live. Could you imagine if he could see? If I got up there and I looked off this way, and you know, can you imagine? He'd probably call me out on that if he could see me. I could give him a big story about got in a gang fight when I was 6 years old. Oh man, yeah. So yeah, I may my I've got that camera that I did the review on. That's kind of like this one. I think I showed y'all last week. I did. Here it is. I got it mounted on this tripod. But there it is. But they are because the microphone on this is not very good. And I told because they asked me if I had any issues with it or thoughts of how they could improve it. So I told them the microphone on it is very good. You know, and they said, yeah, they understand that one. That's cool. It looks like an alien spaceship sitting there. Um, but I told them the microphone's not very good, and they said that's why they recommend using like an external mic or whatever, or they have an A30 or A20S. Apparently, it's a little round deal because it's a conference camera, so it would be the deal that says if y'all been in conference meetings at work or anything like that, we used to have those. I don't going up information just to talk to the doctor. Anyway, um, they're supposed to send me one because I was going to use this camera tonight just to see how it worked. But I'm gonna wait till I get the mic. $5 stuff there because that camera, I think it's $3.99, and I think the bundle with that and the mic thing, like $7.99 or $6.99. I can't remember. Either way, it's a lot more money than I would ever spend. But if we can kind of keep being good with them, maybe we could get like webcams and stuff like that and do little giveaways. What I'm getting at is I'm going to try what I was talking about is I've decided, not specifically on times, but I've decided to start doing bi-weekly or bi-monthly um, live on Grandpa's Random Reviews. And basically, all it's going to be is just going over my favorite products for since the last live, for the last 2 weeks, whether it was a remote mouse, a cool little cup. I love that cup. I use that a lot. These things are cheap on TikTok. I'm not sponsored, and I'm not trying to sell them, but they're cheap and they keep your tea cold, even when it's 100 degrees outside. How you doing, Lisa? Hope you're having a good day. Sessler, are you making any type of money in the gig? Uh, I'm making some on Spark. Actually, I'll probably Spark more this week than I have in the last 2 or 3. I used to hit it every day, but kind of, knock on wood, if everything keeps continuing, kind of getting away from having to Spark all the time. I'm still going to do that because Amazon is not paying enough, and you don't know what Spark is going to do, or DoorDash, or any of the other ones either. You may have a good day today, clouds on tomorrow. Amazon says you may have a good month this month, clouds a month the next. You don't know. It's retail basically. People get tax money, they're going to spend money. Off, off that, we're not going to do much until probably close to November when people start Christmas shopping. But I'm still making some on Spark. I actually had a really good shopping order earlier. Like 20 for here, it was good. I don't know in other areas, it was like $35 only because of the tip. Spark, you don't pay crap no more. And I know everybody knows, but in case you haven't noticed it, and you do Spark, that extra pay that they put down there to entice you, the base pay, if the base pay is, say, $4, just say $4, well, when they add that extra pay because it's in the report or whatever, it's like 70 cents, where your base pay just went from $4 to $3.30, and they moved it down. And obviously, people are not smart enough to see that because people are saying, "Oh, well, it pays extra." No, they just take the money off the base pay and put it down there. If you do Spark, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you do Spark, if you haven't noticed, which I'm sure everybody has, you're not getting anything extra. Sorry, hate the best about it, but you're not getting anything extra. Oh, the Spark Facebook group I follow has everybody talking about how they are not getting the tips. Some can prove it, so that is frustrating to know. Yes, I I talked to a couple of people here. Not, I mean, they're on the Facebook group, but I talked to them here personally, and they said that they have a customer that is a family friend, and the family friend said that they tipped $10. They delivered it, and that delivery worker give it $10, like $7. So, but according to user, let's see, terms of service on DoorDash, terms of use is what it's called on Spark. more than that, you can't ask the customers. But I had a couple ask me, and I said, we don't know because I've got one that tips cash, but she does the sign for she'll tip a little bit to get it, but then she'll make you sign for it. And when she'll throw you another 5. And that's where I have my mom has yeah, it was my mom. The lady might be like a distant cousin because I think they're all part of the family tree. Uh, anyway, uh, she asked me on Facebook on the comments how I thought they should do it. And I personally think if you're going to tip $10, you have to tip 5 on the app and then the other 5 when it gets delivered. The 5 kind of ensures that the driver is going to take. And the 5 extra is if they actually do the job they're supposed to do. Because I have heard some horror stories, not just online, but from customers here. People putting stuff out by the curb instead of at least just set it right outside their car and drive home and leave it out there by the curb. People doing that. Did you hear one of Trump's campaign promises is for us for no tax on tips? That would be nice. Somebody I think mentioned that last week. Might have been on Steve's live or something. I think it was over in the comments. And I don't foresee that ever happening. It never has. Look at what waitresses have been doing it for what 50, 60 years, 70 years, maybe a long time. And that is tips. Well, of course, it's getting that way for us. Tips is probably 95% of their income. It's getting to be that way for us. Before I still say in the next year or two, DoorDash and all the rest of them is going to have a zero base pay. You're going to work strictly for tips. Don't know that's going to happen. It's sure getting that way. All you got to do is look back at the last 4 years and see the decline in the base pay. And it keeps going down and down, and down, and deliveries still get made. So what do you think the company's going to do? They're going to keep going down until they get that flat line and find out where they can stay. And they can still drop us. I guarantee you people don't take those deliveries. Whether it's DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Smart, people are still going to quit doing sport because you got to do it every day for 6 to 8 hours, or most orders are $7 to $10 for 3 stops. They're like 11. Yeah, some of them spend $8. Well, shopping orders. The shopping orders mostly have been $11 here lately. Man, I didn't have it during the spring, but yeah, there's a lot of $8 free drops. That's ridiculous. And if you're lucky, you live close enough to a Walmart, be in the proximity because you do have to go by proximity. Um, if you're lucky, you get ordered. I can sit here where I live, and I don't get a lot of orders, but like Monday, I was going to do reviews, and I got like a $28 shopping order. So I mean, the orders, there's still good orders out there, but to go sit in the parking lot all day, um, it's not worth it anymore. If you're doing other things, like me, a lot of times I'm looking at Amazon, I'm answering emails. I've even done product reviews in Walmart parking lot, several of them. Matter of fact, I've got one right now that I need to do that I should have done today. Back work belt, back support, back brace. I could have done that in Walmart parking lot today, but the whole time that I was out, I stayed busy. So I wasn't sitting. Yeah, definitely not worth sitting in the park waiting on a good order. It sure ain't worth taking $7 and $8 orders because they take an hour. You know, people still say, "Oh, you can do more than just one in an hour." 98% of the time, no, you can't. Yeah, and you might can get the order and get it delivered, but in order to get back to Walmart, you might get it, but most of the time you're not. And it's not that delivery takes time. It just takes so long to get loaded. Because and the loaders, I don't know about where y'all live, but the loaders here are getting worse as far as speed goes. There's still 2 or 3 loaders quick, but nobody gets in a hurry. Just you can see you can watch them here. Just across the big glass doors inside where they're at. They just sit there and BSing. And there's stuff, there's a little rolling thing with the totes in them, ready to drive through. And they're just BSing. I don't get no hurry. And when they finish your story, and they, oh, I guess I'll take that. It works. Um, I don't, I don't trust the oh Trump. Oh, as far yeah, I don't see taxes disappearing. I remember, if I remember right, his last campaign, he was gonna try to push for a fixed tax. That I agree with, but you can't do no taxes. Unfortunately, I'd like to say you could, but you can't. Do you know what? And we would be, and we're as bad or worse than Mexico. Now, if, I don't know what if y'all been to Mexico, and you probably well, especially Ray and Wendy, because I'm sure there's some. I don't know how it is in England or London and all that. But anyway, like if you go to Cozumel stuff like that, you don't notice it so much. But when you take those excursions and go to those little um, villages, which we would consider towns, and see the poverty and stuff, is exactly what the United States would be if they do away with taxes. Granted, taxes were started to fund what was it, World War I. I think it was World War I. There wasn't no taxes or as many taxes. I don't remember. I don't remember my history. All I know is it was funded, or a bunch of the taxes were started to fund the war. Well, the war ended. Taxes didn't end. All they've done is increase. So, I don't think taxes go away, but I do agree with a flat tax. I think that would be fine. I'd do a flat percent tax or 8%, whatever it was, and then nothing else. I was $2.83 park the other day. I fished through the orders, but hardly take any. We don't have any really to fish through. I mean, they pop up. And if it's round robin, you got a minute to look at, but 90% of the time you don't see anything. All you see is your earnings pop across the top of your screen. You never see anything popular. I think that's the bots. About 99% sure. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's the bots. And a lot of times, here in the last few months, 3 or 4 months, maybe a little longer, even the shopping orders are coming out. They're not coming out as round robin with time or anything. They send them out, one shopping order out to everybody because you'll see it pop up and it's going just like, and that's wrong. Especially if you start, and even when you hit accept, it's still there. If you hit accept, and then it'll say offer is expired. That's what bites. They have ruined for drivers. For the company themselves, no, they haven't ruined it. But for drivers, they have ruined it. Pedro Zabak, poor Pedro. Oh, I thought I saw something on. I didn't watch the video. I was busy last night, and I thought I saw a notification or something. I'll have to watch that one. Yeah, his channel will probably keep him sport. Of course, he may have overloaded himself with bills. I don't know, but he'll bounce back. And technically, I'm not saying it's right, but technically, all he's got to do is get his wife to sign up for. Well, I think she does have a DoorDash account and just deliver under her name. I mean, that's what everybody else does. Of course, a lot of people don't even do it that legitimate. They got somebody working under somebody's name that they don't even know. I see more shopping orders than curbside. What happened to the? I see more shopping orders than curbside orders. It's crazy. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I I don't want to see any Walmart employee, any of them lose their jobs. It would be kind of nice if they would quit hiring pickers and let us do the shopping. Things would be a lot more efficient. I can tell you that because if you've ever followed or been around one of those pickers, especially in the produce department, um, they don't like. Of course, avocados. I don't know about y'all at Walmart, but 98% of the avocados here are harder than a golf ball. I mean, they don't look, which I can, but they don't like it. They put no care in it. They just throw the stuff in the totes and they'll put eggs on top of the loaf of bread. And then, I'm not saying they're going to put a cake of water on top of the bread. Although, when the voters did that so recently, they shoot fireworks out here already. You're not even the 4th of July yet. Not even July yet. Somebody got them some fireworks. I can hear them. There might be something going on up at. I'm not too far from. We have a football stadium not too far from here. They do some big things there from time to time. It's not a college or professional. It's just a high school memorial stadium. What happened to the missus? I haven't had a missus in a while. You have a girlfriend, but I'm I'm here. She does. Yeah, I thought she had an account, so he could actually do Hurricane Houston. Yeah. Uh, I watched. There was a weather girl that used to be here, but she like moved to North Carolina or somewhere, and she was a weather girl there. And apparently, she's back around Galveston or somewhere down there because she had a bunch of pictures on her Facebook of the tides coming in. What do they call it? I'm not a coastal person. The big waves, whatever you call them, 2 to 3 foot high. Putting in. I don't know what y'all are talking about, but run all you want because it shows the algorithm that I'm getting people talking stuff and I have no idea what you're talking about. Go right ahead. Just keep it kind of polite. I did discuss Ukraine. Anyway, uh, there was I got sent a story and I completely forgot about it until just a few minutes ago. It was, um, well, we'll just read it together because I didn't read the whole thing, so I don't know. Oh, it's got a video too. So Post.com wants to send you notifications. No, block. Walmart shopper slammed as thief for this not scanning his items in a viral video, but insists he was doing his job. The Walmart shopper was labeled thief when he was captured putting dozens of items in his bag without scanning for the self-checkout line. But he said he was doing his job and he fired back at the allegations. I don't blame him one bit. And Bill faced intense online scrutiny when a shopper at the Greenmount Commons Walmart in Belleville, Illinois, recorded him loading up his packed shopping cart, seemingly not paying for the items. This man is literally just stealing everything. A woman behind the camera says in a 14-second video, he ain't scanning. Beep. So open about it. Look at the screen. Nothing ringing up. Video has been posted in nearly all social media sites and even racked up over 15.6 million views on what is a lot of views. Many outraged users clicked the comments about the man's brazen theft, using the video to criticize the supermarket chain. And that shows the ignorance of our society. Number one, mind your own business. Number two, get educated. This is why Walmart is getting rid of self checkout. The idea backfired hard on them. Theft is through the roof, one said. Ignorance. This is why the rest of us have to pay an arm or a leg for the small things. Another comment read, because people's just looking for excuses and looking for things somebody else to blame when they don't even know what they're talking about. And we got ads popping up. The rest of the thing on the thing. Bill says the internet rushed to conclusions and has the story wrong. I'm not a thief. I'm being pictured and painted as a thief on the internet. I would sue for slander. I would, you're not going to get anything. Just a regular citizen. But people, they just want to gripe about something, and they doing gig wise. But anyway, yeah, people are ignorant. You would think as long as Spark has been around and people doing the shopping orders, because I know there's been shopping orders for at least 2 years, probably 3 years, maybe longer. But I'm trying to remember back because used to all I did was curbside. I don't remember if we had shopping orders. But there was few and far between. Honestly, don't remember. But I know I've been doing shopping orders for 2.5 years, maybe something before that. But I can't really say for sure. But you would think people would understand what's going on. Plus, you have the scan and go now. So I don't know exactly how that works, but I think for regular customers, like at Sam's, you can scan the item and you hold your phone up. If I remember right, you hold your phone up, and the lady or the man at the where you exit Sam's, they scan that, and they can do it out of count. I know they scan 3 items when you come out of Sam's. It doesn't matter if it's like two different orders. As long as it's one account. Me and my mom went the other day. I had two different receipts. I said, here's my receipt. Here's her receipt. She goes, I just need 3 items if it's like one account. But people really need to, number one, mind their own business unless it's directly affecting them. We're trying to blame everybody and everything else for Biden's screw ups. The whole Democratic Party screw up. If you're a Democrat, I'm sorry. It's what it is. Um, but people, they want to jump in conclusions, blame people for stuff. That's ignorance. Anyway, back to this. That's exactly right, mate. The trolls can be stupid as much as they lie. Yeah, that's fine with me. I thought I bought. Oh, I bought an air filter and a bathroom seal through the Amazon yesterday. Want to lose a few pounds. Hope you see the commission. Hopefully it does. I never can really tell because it's like a month behind, and I've got one seller that wants me to track um, the, the sales. I really don't. I know you can assign each item a tracking ID, and then you can track it. I do too many items. I'm not going to sit there and put a tracking item on each product that I put out there on Amazon reviews and track it. I'm just not going to do it. So they can figure it out. And I don't. Maybe you can filter it somehow. I don't really know how to read that spreadsheet. Why is my phone beeping on? Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Hopefully, I do. Thank you for using the affiliate link. Tim finally made it. Really from London, mate. Guess I ended up scoring free cabinets. Oh, cool today. Unfortunately, they're all in the upper. Unfortunately, they're all the upper cabinets from big fancy kitchens. They're all too tall. Oh man, can I wonder if you can come down? Days are long over. Mine too. I've been over for a long time. I got scales lie. I don't. Um, when I've got some more, just like the ones I did the review on, I've got some more to do. But he did tell me some things. I don't know what kind of scales you got, but if you got smart scales, you can't really work. You're not supposed to wear socks because something about it uses the electrons in your body to some of the measurements and stuff. So when you weigh with socks on or something, it doesn't register correctly, so you have to re-register. You can change the date range in your report summary. I think it's it on this one. So we can keep that. Oh, they're one individual, their product, and I've got you know a bunch. You know, um, I don't know. If they really get that picky about it, I may have to try to figure something out. But I know you can do tracking IDs for individual products, and then you can do a search, and then it'll eliminate all but that. I tried to do Control F, the find, just find the product name, but it doesn't work like that. I may be able to use some of the doors elsewhere. I used to dream about getting that cash and buy my mom a crib, and I did. Oh, nice. Good deal. I ran into some money. That's the first thing I'm doing is buying my mom a house. One that she can call completely hers, just hers. It is her house, but sort of. Tornado warning now. Uh-oh. Where are you at? I didn't know they was having any weather. I mean, nothing in Texas. They had some good fires over in Redos. Not good fires, bad fires over in Redos. A good friend of mine, well, he recently passed there a few months ago, but his wife, they had a cabin in Rio Doce, and I'm not sure it made it. Very unfortunately, a lot of people have lost their cabins, and some people live there. So bringing squares up. Good Lord, I don't, Gettysburg, Eagle, White River. I don't know what state we're in there. Oh, that's, you say Iowa? Iowa? Is that one straight north of Texas? Anyway, oh, Clear Lake, Texas, really? We got something going on down here in Texas? Uh, Nothing showing up on my radar, but I'm using the radar out of Frederick, Oklahoma. There is some clouds out around with with Texas. Well, what's the weather? Hey, Alex, how are you doing? Remember, are you in Clear Lake? I'm in Pearland. Okay, okay. So Clear Lake down y'all's neck of the woods. Wonder what right now. I'm on a live. I shouldn't be looking at stuff. It's just interesting. And let's see. I'm trying to remember how to switch radars. I'm sure there's a radar in Houston. Data sources, radars. Down here to Texas. Scroll with me. Okay, here's to Amarillo, Austin, man. Corpus, that's getting closer. Dyes, where's Dyes? Isn't that San Antonio or somewhere? Oh, there's Houston. Oh, oh, yeah. West Livingston. Livingston. That's I got cousins that live in Livingston. Yeah, actually. Well, I know he died, but his wife is still. He was a preacher. He come up here and preach family funerals and stuff. Unfortunately, that's about the only time I ever saw him. Good people. Yeah, I don't know what's weather down there. I'm not on this rate, but there is a pretty good cell, but it's moving west, slightly north, but moving west. I love the weather, go. Woodlands is just raining. Oh, you're in the woodlands. The main storm I see is just north of Livingston. Well, west of Livingston. Wait a minute. If you zoom in more, oh, well, where are oh, oh. I did a review on some reading glasses, y'all. Don't I look? Don't I look sophisticated? Turn my nose up. Actually, I got some $100 glasses. Oh wow, I can actually read it. On Alaska, on Alaska. I don't know how you pronounce that. Point blank. What a name of a town, man! I didn't even know there was a name. Of course, I know where Gun Barrel is. If y'all want to really talk about some wild names in Texas, Gun Barrel, Texas. Anyway, hey, what, since there's more people here, I want to mention this again. And I'm not making no money off of this, so this doesn't matter to me. But if you need a portable air compressors that you carry in the trunk of your car to air up your tire, um, uncle that lived in Fort Wayne, I never even heard of it. Anyway, there is a link right there. If you're in the need of a air compressor, I have not reviewed this. I couldn't tell you 100% if it was really good, but all of my reviewed have been pretty good. Some of others, but they all do the job. And it comes out to $16.23. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah, I copied that link that he sent me. So that should apply a 40% coupon. If it doesn't, when you get ready to check out, and if it doesn't apply a 40% coupon, here, where do we come from? Here is a code that you can enter if that link doesn't apply that 40% discount. Plus, on the Amazon page, it's got a 30% coupon. Click on that. When you get the 40% off, then the 30% off comes out to $6.23 if you've got Amazon Prime free shipping. So anyway, if y'all need one, there you go. I just wanted to mention that again because that's a really good deal. They say they see a big light right before you die. Like people say, I think you're going. How would you know? I don't think there's anybody walking this world, walking this earth today that could tell you for a fact. You control. Well, thank you. I try, you know, and I'll tell you if y'all want to know some things about prosthetic eyes. Did you know? Here's a fact: when you're younger, your eyes are lighter colored. As you get older, your eyes get darker. So mine don't match exactly right. They still match pretty decently, but have your head. Plus, as you get older, like my age, your eyes, your good eye starts drooping a little bit, and you start noticing it more. And technically, I was supposed to have this one remade when I was like 20, 25. Never did. I could have, should have, but I didn't. So, but I don't know. I think all that falls under cosmetic anyway, so the insurance probably wouldn't cover it. And they're not cheap. You know, you can order those things on, where did I see them? On Amazon or eBay or what? That would be crazy because you can't just stick a prosthetic eye in a socket. It just not going to work. Or if it does, it may hurt really bad because it's got to conform to your muscles. They have to make a mold. They inject and you mold inside of your socket, and it's the backing of your it's like cutting a ball in half, basically. But yeah, they get darker in time because you get more. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Oh yeah, yeah. I never take that. The only time I would, when I worked outside out of the landfill, because there was a lot of dirt and everything, and I really wouldn't take it in, but occasionally I would because it like into my eyelid because dirt and stuff start scratching. I have to worry about scratching your cornea. You don't have to. But you can take it out and clean it. Um, just most of the time, you don't need to. The only time that you really have to watch it is like your eyes are really dry and you start trying to rub them. And you better be at home or don't be in the middle of Walmart. Which, knock on wood, that hasn't happened. But you can dislodge it and make it come out. And a lot of people would say, "Oh, neat," and then a lot of people would freak out. You know, but it is what it is. I mean, Wolfman Jack had one, and he was cool. If y'all know who that is, a lot more people than what people realize. It's just mine would move better if it was, your muscles deteriorate too as you get older. So I forgot how you said you put your eye messed up. I forgot how you said your eye got messed up. Oh yeah, I was 3 years old. Well, yeah, I was 3 years old, and this I don't remember. This is a story mom told me, and she would know. But apparently, I was playing Zorro with a steak knife and trying to kill a moth or a bug. I think she said a moth, and right, right above the eye, completely destroying the retina. And I had my eye, I put it out. I couldn't see out of it from that time to about 13, I guess. And me and my uncle was running the house, just running the house and horse. But old houses or older houses, you can go all the way around on the inside because they had an interior wall. You could go from bedroom to bedroom, to the kitchen to the living room, into the other bedroom. Like so anyway, it was running and he hit me in the eye, and it caused something, and I don't know. It caused some kind of issue, trauma. It made the eyeball actually start shrinking. So it started getting smaller, and before it got really bad looking, you know, mom and dad took me and got a prosthetic. And man, what's the name of that town? I can't believe I forgot it. Down in Dallas, Farmers Branch, Texas. The guy is long gone now, but because one of my patients at state hospital needed to get one, and we tried to Google the doctor that did, not doctor, the man, what do you call it? Anyway, the one that did mine, tried to Google, he retired. He trained the guy that took over his practice at that building. That guy was still there. So when the patient's family come to visit, I talked to the mom about it, and hopefully they got it straightened out for him. He needs one. So hopefully it works. Yeah, that's why you don't, accidents happen. Mom still feels really bad about that. Accidents. I am who I am because of situations in my life. I could have been a real jerk had that. I could have been a mass murderer. Who knows? I could have been a student. I don't know. But things happen for a reason. And you can't, I mean, it's bad and unfortunate, but you just deal with it. And fortunately, I was young, so I don't remember what it was like to see with two eyes. You get somebody that's older, a teenager or older, and that would be very traumatic to go from seeing both eyes to not seeing. The kid's mom, I got tickled one time. She put a patch over her eye just to kind of see what it was like. And she was running into door jams, you know, when you go into a door, she's hitting it with her arm. It throws your equilibrium off, I guess, and your judge distance. Or visual. Of course, I can see where y'all can tell, but I can see like right here. I can see right there. Of course, with this eye, you know, I can see right there. So there's a difference. I can't tell. Let's see. If I'm right at an angle, right there, I can see. So if you're ever riding with me and I make you mad, you can flip me off and I'll never know it. But I might feel it. I have people at the hospital say, because you learn to, my hearing sucks now, but I used to be able to hear anything because your senses, other senses try to, I guess, equalize everything out. Anyway, you learn to look at windows and different things that you can, like shadows. Pay attention to that stuff. But anyway, but that's that happened. You know, when I got my prosthetic eye made, there was people up there getting them made, and they had accidents, and they were in their 20s and 30s. I used to feel sorry for myself. And, you know, I got people, you know, nowadays, oh Lord, social media would eat that up with bullying and all that. Back then, you just dealt with it. I'm fine. I survived. People are too much pansies nowadays, but they'd have never survived back then. No way. If they knew of the way things are now. But yeah, but I feel kind of bad about it and everything. But when you see people like that, when they lose their eye, then, or somebody that has one of my friends that I worked with across my shield, her husband went by a brand new Harley Davidson. He was a EMT on that ship. You know, took them out to the derricks and stuff, the oil rigs down there on the coast. And went by a brand new motorcycle. He was riding it home right after he got it, left the dealership, wind caught just right, ejecting off of it, guardrail, amputated his leg. He's pretty innocent. That's what the thing really sucks because when you're older and you lose an eye, you lose a limb, something like that. That's the people that we need to have a little compassion for and stuff like that. People like me, I don't know the difference. I mean, you can have compassion or whatever, but it's nothing compared to what it would be like if you was older. So, I don't know. Deal with it. Went way out there, didn't he? One simple question. I am the king of rambling, though. The school kids give you a hard time about your eye. Yes. Okay, I didn't read that. Yeah, you covered that. Yeah, and that was kind of a chunky little, one-eyed, chunky little thing. So you know, you can only imagine all the names. But I don't know. I guess I was gifted with a decent personality, you know, because I never had any problems with having friends, girlfriends, or anything like that. And, you know, I always have to have perfection, you know, look perfect and everything to be um, people to be attracted to you, whether it's just for a friendship or more. Personality and you as a person back up for lack of being, which none of us are perfect. We all know that. But some of us are close. Anyway, that went way out there, didn't it? I almost made a video one time, but I thought I don't want to. I don't want to But if y'all know anybody that has questions about it, I'm not afraid to talk to them. Roger, a friend of mine, I grew up, we actually knew each other back probably when we first moved. He got his leg blown off. He went shotgun up against the fence and was crawling through the barbed wire fence and fell over and leg up. He does a lot of talking to, especially to younger people, who have accidents. He tries to help them and answers questions. I've never really done that with an eye or anything, but I'm not against it. If anybody ever has the questions or anything, I don't know a lot. I know a little. I know what it's like not to see up one eye. Yeah, I know I didn't. You know something else that really bothers me, and if I wish they would change. Um, you can't join the military. I tried to join every branch there was. I wanted to join the military. You can't be a cop. You can't be a fireman. Now you can't drive a truck. I used to have my CDL when I worked for the city, and I got my hazmat and everything, but it's interstate only. You can still do interstate only if the company does not require a DOT physical. If they require a DOT physical, you have to pass a vision test, which consists of both eyes. So, um, but it's not considered a. That's what always kind of irked me. Because the way I look at it, if you have anything wrong with you that prevents you from doing pretty much any job, then it is a handicap. But I had to go to resource math. What was the big school called? Remedial math and English. I could get a handicap for that. Get a system for that, but I couldn't get anything for that. Ridiculous. I mean, it's not stopping me from doing anything. I was a heavy equipment operator. Not, I'm not bragging or anything, but I was one of the top front end loaders. Go out, pick stuff up, load it, dump truck, and actually never stop. It's all in fluid motion. But you learn to look. You know? You don't just count on that peripheral vision. You have to do a little extra work. But I can pretty much do anything that anybody can. Um, I can't lay on my right side and look up under something, like under a shelf or something, to see if something's in the floor. All I got to do is flip over to the other side. You never really think about things like that until the situation arises. You need to lay on your right side to look under something. You can't get your head down far enough to see. But it's all good. Looks like you had no problem with women. No, I really never. I'm not bragging or anything like that. But well, I've never had an issue there. But there again, a lot of it is personality. And if you're genuine and you're nice, I'm not saying that I didn't do some things that I probably shouldn't have done. You know, I'm not perfect, and I ruined some relationships in my past. But for the most part, I tried. Even at that, I never was mean to anybody. Even after it split up, I, I would not go a while and not talk to them, cheated or something. But you got to move past that. You know, it is what it is. Accept it and move on, or you're gonna wallow in misery. You know, but just being nice and try to be as honest as you can. I don't know. I guess some people see that in other people, and they don't judge a book by their cover. We'll leave it at that. Who was your worst girlfriend? My ex-wife. Not my last ex-wife, ex-wife before my last ex-wife, that that was a huge, huge mistake. She is probably the only person that if they were standing on the side of the road, I might veer off a little bit. I hate to say that, but she not only screwed me over, she screwed over my family too. There's a lot of anger there. Would I actually really run over her? No. I'd like to think that I would, but I wouldn't. But I dang sure wouldn't go out of my way to help her, not one bit. Her daughter, yes. Her daughter don't even like her. Her daughter sent me a Facebook request several years ago, and I was like, "Oh, man," I accepted it, and I didn't think about it. I went to her Facebook. She don't even have her mama on her Facebook. She's got her stepmom as her mom. That's how bad this woman is. But that would be my worst girlfriend that became my wife. My fault very quickly, like within 3 months. Bad, bad, bad mistake. But I was lonely and I had 2 kids. And my kid's mom had died, and this was about 2 years after that. I was very vulnerable, and I felt like I needed a woman in my life or a mother for my children, which I should have not done that because my mama was helping, you know, not 100% of the time, but a lot. I would have made it without her. But, yeah, don't get in a hurry. If you're younger, don't get in a hurry with a relationship. Give it a little time. No matter if you're a single dad or a single mom, don't think that you need a man or a woman to help. I mean, it does help. I'm not going to deny that because, you know, when my daughter reached that age, there I was. But I had those classes in school, so I knew what was going on. Plus, I had a mom and a sister, and I accepted it for what it was. I was like, "Oh, gross! I'm not going to go buy those." And I didn't care. You know, you got to do what you got to do. Anyway, um, trying to do the right thing. Yeah, before you go. Well, you can forgive, but you don't forget. And I don't forget what this woman did. Very bad. We won't go into that, but that's why I'm not a homeowner anymore. We'll just leave it at that. And no, it didn't get repoed either. But anyway, you live and you learn. That was a very, very hard learned lesson. But actually, she was other ex girlfriends, ex. I'm friends with all my exes, ex girlfriends, ex wives. I'm friends with them. You know, except for one, that one. I'm friends with her. You know, I have heard people saying that about buying a house today because of the cost and everything and the depreciation. Well, I don't know if things depreciate. I've thought about it. Everybody's thought about what would you do if you won the lotto. I would probably buy property, but it wouldn't be because I wanted to live in it. But you know, when I moved into this apartment, the air conditioner went out. Then the dishwasher didn't work good, so that had to be replaced. It quit working. And if you're the homeowner, you had to buy that 2,000, 2,500, whatever air conditioners cost now. You had to buy it. And you have your taxes and your insurance, which you should have renter's insurance anyway. But anyway, I don't know. I would probably buy real estate, but it wouldn't be if I was buying real estate to live in unless I really got it at a good price. I don't know. One thing I would like to do though is I would like to have a house about a mile or 2 outside of town. I don't wanna drive 30 minutes to get to walk, but when you do videos, and if you do videos, you understand, every time you hit the record button, all these sounds just miraculously appear. Horns, honk, socks, stereo, kids, dogs, all of that. It seems like it's silent, and then you hit record, and boom, all these noises. Drives me nuts. And if I lived out in the country, I might hear a pump jack off in the distance or a cow here and there in the evenings or mornings. But for the most part, it's quiet. Silence is magic. Isn't that a saying? Silence is silence is a gift. Silence is magical. I don't know. Silence is heavenly. Anyway, it's not that I don't like the city life, but I grew up. Fortunately, I grew up in the mix. Some out in the country. So we lived in town. I got to stay with my grandparents a lot. Dad drove a truck. So luckily, they lived were in the same school district. They just lived out in the country. So I got the best of both worlds. I love it out in the country. I don't want to have to have a big old tractor with a brush hog and all that and have that kind of maintenance. Maybe a goat or two to keep the weeds eaten down, and maybe a cow or two to yard fertilize. But I don't know. I don't want to be a farmer or a rancher. I just want a little piece of quiet. And that would be where I would really, I don't even care if it was a nice mobile home. A lot of people want to live in mobile homes. I got nothing against mobile homes, other than a lot of them are not very economically efficient because they don't have great insulation. Their electric bill usually runs a lot higher. But the amenities, they got the same thing as a regular house. Some of them are a lot nicer than a regular house. Man, those new double wides, ooh, silence is golden. That's it. Yep, yep. Anyway, oh wow, it is 10. Man, y'all have let me ramble on and ramble on, haven't you? I am not getting squat done. I got to do the scales. Got some AA batteries. Man. Got to do it. How do you do a review on AA batteries? I did the review on those same brand of batteries last year, and I put them in a little flashlight. That flashlight lasted left on 3 or 4 days before that battery went out. Yeah, it lasted the energizers, but I don't have my flashlight I had got stolen out of the car. And I think the one little light that I have, I think it's a AAA battery. So I'm not really going to do it. I'll figure out something. They're really good. They're Power Owl batteries. They're really good batteries. I'm not a big fan of rechargeable ones, and it may be all rechargeable batteries. I just never put a test to them. Last rechargeables were Power Owls, and within about 2.5 hours, they're dead. I don't know if all rechargeables are like that or not. These are lithium AA batteries, not just alkaline. They're lithium, so I don't know how they'll last. Anyway, I got things. And I got 2 shirts I got to review. So I can strut my stuff. My mom asked me, how are you going to do that? And I said, your son is now a fashion model. I am no fashion model. Look at me. Well, but anyway, two shirts do, alkaline batteries do, or not alkaline, lithium batteries do, a floodlight that's like bolts up onto the side of the house, but it plugs up. The scales and the back one. But anyway, I mentioned, um, of course, I have rechargeable at least a few months before it needs recharging. That one that I had in the car, I did a review on it, and I never recharged it. It was still full. I mean, shot that big, you can hold it up at night, and I always thought it was cool. It was like a laser or a saber sword. You know, it was very strong. Good show. Next week I probably won't be here. I want to watch. I was thinking it was this week, and I looked it up. Yeah, it's next Thursday night. So I don't know. I may be here. I may not. I would kind of like to watch it. Not that I'm not a political person, and I really don't care as long as Biden don't get it. Um, but I think it might be like the comedy hour. And I think he's going to get chewed up and spit out, and he's not going to know the difference. Oh, no. They just need to let the man retire and live out his years. I'm sure he's probably a good person. He's just he's just a pawn. Whatever Obama wants him to do, that's what he's going to do. You think Obama's out of the picture and wrong? But I'm not a political person. We're not going there. It's not open for debate. He will be pumped up on Red Bull, talking fast like State of the Union address. Yeah. Question is what is he going to know what he's talking about, or is he going to be talking about the baseball game that's going on out in the Gulf of Mexico? You know, speaking of that bit of confusion, it kind of reminds me of when you work in a mental hospital. A lot of people hear voices, and they say they hear voices. If you catch them, they'll just be having this conversation, and you just say, "Are you okay?" And they'll start telling you about something, and no, that didn't happen. But if you really listen to them, what they're saying makes sense because they may be talking about a movie that they watched 3 days ago, but they're thinking about it. But it's so far out random that everybody thinks they don't know what they're talking about. But something they know what they're talking about because it's something that's happened in the past or something they witnessed. And if you really listen, take the time to listen to people. They're not too far out there. And talking about Biden, talking about maybe a baseball game happening down in the Gulf of Mexico. Well, maybe it literally didn't happen in the Gulf of Mexico. Maybe it happened in Beaumont, you know, perhaps, you know, Biloxi, Mississippi, you know, you know, it's not always as crazy as it seems. You just have to really listen. But being a president, you can't do that because it's not really very. You kind of mix it up with things. You're not thinking clearly. So anyway, that's what I got to say about that. I'm not a political person either, but I can't stand one of them. I won't say who. Well, I'm not even sure who's running. When I had to renew my or do my driver's license, they asked me if I wanted to do a voter's registration card. I got one, and I will vote for pretty much anybody except for. And I'm not saying that Trump is the best man. Trump is a smart man who knows what he's doing. He just don't know how to keep his mouth shut. That's the biggest problem I ever had with Trump. His ideas were good. He just didn't know how to keep his mouth shut, and he overspoke. He should have practiced that silence is golden thing. You learn more by being quiet than you do talking. Now I am going to be quiet and see what I can learn about some of this stuff I'm supposed to be reviewing. Actually, most of this stuff I kind of know about. A lot of stuff I have to watch reviews to see what it is. Do it. I have no clue. Did one yesterday on a weather radio that you can line up. I've seen the flashlights like that. I didn't know that radio like that. Pretty big thing. Pretty cool. Anyway, I'm out here, y'all. Appreciate y'all being here, and I am going to try to start doing every other week on Grandpa's Random Reviews. But I'm thinking, I'll throw this out real quick. Thinking about, and anybody can send me an email or a message and give me your thoughts on it. But I was thinking about 2 o'clock on Tuesday afternoons. Most of the time I don't do Sparkling Tuesdays because Tuesdays generally are really loud. So 2 o'clock on Tuesdays, but that's just a lot because there's so many people doing lives in the evenings. I don't want to come, and a lot of people that I talk to, like y'all, are so y'all are out working, and I mean, you might flip on and watch a live for a few minutes between deliveries or during deliveries. A lot of people working 8 to 5 are not going to be able to watch, but there's probably a lot of people that watch that are supposed to be working, but they're really not. The boss thinks they are, and that's what matters. Anyway, I was just thinking about that. Yeah, if y'all got any thoughts on it, let me know. In the meantime, y'all keep smiling, dashing, dancing, prancing, doing whatever it is you want to do. And just keep doing something though, because you're gonna go old if you don't. I will see y'all, Lord willing, maybe next Thursday. We might get on here and watch the debate together. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Thanks for being here, y'all. Bye, y'all. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse.